A cornfield at night is a place where the mind seems to play tricks. But what if our greatest fears are more real than we imagine? Have you ever thought about what you might encounter walking alone in a cornfield, with only the sounds of the wind and uncertain footsteps to keep you company? These are real stories, told by people who went through unexplained experiences. In the silence and darkness, is there something else lurking? Prepare for terrifying accounts that will make you question everything you think you know about these seemingly peaceful places. In a wide, isolated area filled with rows of corn, there's nowhere to escape. Cornfields have been the setting of scary stories for decades. These isolated places, untouched by human presence, often become sites of fear and legends. The accounts we've heard share something in common: the sensation of being watched, followed, or that something unknown could appear at any moment. For those who went through these experiences, these fields stopped being just crops. They became settings of pure fear. The first story comes from someone who decided to walk alone through a cornfield on an ordinary night. But it didn't take long for a dark presence to catch his attention. In the distance between the rows of corn, he saw what looked like a shadow, an undefined figure. Each time he tried to get closer, the figure moved further away, disappearing between the plants. Footsteps blended with the wind, and with each moment, he felt something was there, watching him closely. His anxiety grew with every step, until the figure vanished, as if it had never been there. This disturbing experience stayed in his mind, and he still wonders if he was truly alone that night. Another story tells of a person who heard inexplicable voices while crossing a cornfield at night. At first they thought it could be the wind or a nearby animal, but the voices grew louder. They were whispers, incomprehensible at first, but soon they seemed to call him by name. A chill ran down his spine as he realized the voices seemed to follow him, shifting direction, coming from all sides, even though he was alone. The voices got louder, invading every thought, every space around him, until an absolute silence took over, leaving him with the feeling that something was watching him from the shadows. To this day, he can't explain what he heard. To some, these fields hold more than just secrets carried by the wind. A third story describes an even more intense experience. The witness claims to have seen a creature watching him from between the rows. It wasn't a person, but something that looked like a deformed human figure, a silhouette hiding among the corn. When he tried to get closer for a better look, the creature vanished, only to reappear somewhere else, as if it were playing hide and seek. The witness describes the absolute terror of realizing that no matter where he went, the figure was there, waiting and watching. He started running, feeling the creature closing in with every second. When he finally made it out of the field, he felt he was still being watched, as if the presence hadn't ended there. The experience left a deep mark and an uncontrollable fear of ever returning to isolated places like that. These are accounts from people who claim to have lived the unexplainable. For many, the question remains, do these fields really hide something beyond what our eyes can see? Or is it just our mind playing tricks on us? Either way, for those who experienced the terror, the fear is real, and they carry these memories forever. We want to know if you've ever gone through something similar, if you've ever felt the presence of the unknown in a place where everything seemed calm and empty. Leave your story in the comments. who knows? It might appear in our next video, because after all, you never know what could be lurking, waiting, in the most unexpected places. Throughout the video, sound and visual effects keep the viewer on edge, with whispers, footsteps, and shadows quickly appearing on the screen, giving the sense that something is always close by. Dark lighting and cool tones contribute to intensify the mysterious atmosphere. Each story is introduced with a title, like Story 1, The Shadow, to guide the viewer and build anticipation, providing an experience that goes beyond a simple story. It's an immersive and chilling journey into the heart of the unknown.